Good morning, students. Today we'll start chapter 12, Introduction to Three-Dimensional Geometry. In this chapter, we must have a knowledge of chapter two-dimensional geometry, which we have studied in class 10th. In this chapter, you have to first of all read the theory of the chapter, which is very important part of the chapter. Whenever you start any of the chapter, you have to start to read the introduction or theory of the chapter, which gave you idea about the previous knowledge as well as the further knowledge of the chapter. Here in this chapter, we have first of all we read introduction of the chapter. We will read introduction of a chapter. You may recall that to locate the position of a point in a plane, we need two intersecting mutual perpendicular lines. As you know, whenever I talk about two-dimensional geometry, I will just brief it. In short. In coordinate geometry in class 10th, you have studied when two mutually perpendicular line intersect to each other. Suppose it is origin O, then you will get four parts of the plane. First quadrant, second quadrant, third and fourth quadrant. You will get these four quadrants. And these two perpendicular lines means this is the x-axis, x dash, and this is y dash. Dash means negative part of the line. It means two perpendicular lines are required when you want to locate any of the point in plane. If you want to locate this point P, it means perpendicular distance from x-axis and perpendicular distance from the y-axis is the location of this point P. It means to get the location of point P, you have knowledge of perpendicular distances from the two axes, x-axis and y-axis. Same is written here. These lines are called the coordinate axis. It is written, you can read here. These lines are called the coordinate axis and two numbers are called the coordinates of the point with respect to the axis. Axis means this is a plural of axis. Axis is used for one line and axis is used for the two lines. It's a plural of the axis. In actual life, we do not have to deal with points lying in a plane only. It means what? Only we have knowledge of two-dimensional plane is not sufficient. You have to study when the point is not lying in a plane, it is lying in the space. Suppose it is lying in a room. It is not lying on a wall of a room. The point is lying in the space inside of the room. Or you can say here, for example, consider the position of a ball thrown in space at a different point of time, or position of an aeroplane as it flies from one place to another at different times during its flights. It means when a particle is in air, it is in space, it means the location of the point which is lying in a space can be calculated when you are studying about the three-dimensional geometry. For that, what you have to, here similarly, if you locate the position of the lowest tip of the electric bulb hanging from the ceiling of a room, or you can say, here we are, if we are to locate the position of the lower tip of an electric bulb hanging from the ceiling of a room, that can be calculated. What? The position of the central tip of the ceiling fan in a room will not only require the perpendicular distance of the point to be located from two perpendicular walls of the room, but also the height. It means two perpendicular distance are not sufficient to locate a point when the point is lying in a space. So what? Third line is also required to locate that point. That third line is representing its height, but also the height of the point from the floor of the room is required. Therefore, we need not only two but three number represented the perpendicular distance of the point from three perpendicular planes. It means the point which is lying in the space, the perpendicular distance from the two walls and from the roof. Three perpendicular distances are required to locate the point which is lying in the space. The three numbers representing the three distances are called coordinates of the point with reference to the three coordinate planes. So a point space has three coordinates. In the case of two-dimensional geometry, you have coordinate x, comma, y. When I'm talking about space, then the coordinates having point x, y, and z. Three coordinates are required. So a point in a space has three coordinates. In this chapter, we'll study the basic concept of geometry in three-dimensional space. It means now in this chapter, we'll study the three-dimensional geometry. Or you can say in brief that when I'm talking about the area of any figure, it means I'm talking about the two-dimensional geometry because only length and breadth are required to measure the area. If I'm talking about volume, it means three measurements are required: length, breadth, and height. So three-dimensional geometry means we are talking about volume, and when we are talking about only length and breadth, it means two-dimensional geometry, which you have studied in the class 10th. Now three-dimensional geometry, how to represent this three-dimensional geometry. Here is a figure given to you. When the three mutually perpendicular lines intersect to each other, what type of figure you will get? When it is a two-dimensional geometry, in that case, what? I just recalled you this plane. Suppose I am drawing this two perpendicular lines, two mutually perpendicular lines. It means I am dividing this paper in how many parts? Four parts. It means when two mutually perpendicular lines intersect, the plane is divided into four parts. Now, if what happened, if three mutually perpendicular lines intersect each other, first line, this one, second is this one, third is this one. When they intersect to each other, mutually perpendicular lines are these. They intersecting at point O. What you will get? How many parts of the space you will get? Here you must remember that this x dash O, x is a line which is what? Perpendicular, standing line on the point O. It means this is shown in two-dimensional geometry. That's why it is drawn like this. Okay, now you can, if you observe this figure, you will get four parts above this y dash oy and four parts below the axis y dash oy. Four parts means first part is this one, second is this one, third and fourth. Suppose these four are the rooms on the floor, and other four are the rooms which are lying exactly under these four rooms. It means four rooms are downward and four are upward of the y dash oy. It means total 8 parts you will get when three mutually perpendicular lines intersect to each other. So what we can say that octant is obtained when three mutually perpendicular lines intersect each other at point O. You can read this paragraph. Now coordinates of the point in space can be observed here. P is a point which is lying in the space, not on a wall. not on a roof, not on a plane. It is in space. The point P is lying in the space. This point P is lying in the space. So x, y, z are the perpendicular distances. OX is shown like this. It is standing line. Suppose pen is standing on O. So what? Perpendicular distances are calculated from the from the planes. Then you will get what? Coordinates x, y, and z. These distances are shown here. OX, OC, OL, sorry, OL, OC, and this is a distance LM. OC means, and PC, PM is a distance. Total distance will be x, y, and z. Three distances we have calculated. These are the coordinate of the point P. You can see here it is mentioned OL is x, this is x, and this is y, and this is z. These are the perpendicular distances from the plane of the point P. So the coordinates are x, y, and z. Now you must know, read this theory very carefully. You have to read the theory. Just I have to clear one thing to you. Suppose here, recall the class 10th. If any point which is lying on the axis, the coordinates of the points are, if point is lying on x-axis, what are the points? Points are, it means only x point will be given and y will be 0. If point is lying on y-axis, then x is 0 and the point of y is lying on it. Now, if I talk about the three-dimensional geometry, if three mutually perpendicular lines intersect each other, then what are the points of the point which is lying on x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis? If point is lying on x-axis, it means x point will be there and y and z both will be 0. If point is lying on y-axis, then y will be there and other x and z are 0. On z-axis, if point will lie, the coordinates will be 0, 0, z. If point is lying on the plane, xy plane, if point is lying on xy plane, it means x and y both points will lie, z will be equal to 0. If point is lying in the yz plane, if point is lying in the yz plane, then y and z will lie and x will be equal to 0. If zx plane is there and point is lying in the plane zx, then z and x both are there, y will be equal to 0. Next one, you have to know when you have to write down the negative. Negative means when x dash enclose the plane. It means what? At that place you have to put the negative sign. Here you have to learn the table which is given below. If all points are positive, it means x, y, z all positive, first quadrant. If the point is lying in second quadrant, it means x dash, y, z, and third quadrant x dash, y dash, and z. Fourth quadrant will be x, y dash, z, y, fifth coordinate x, y, and z dash. जहाँ पर negative sign is there, वहाँ आपने क्या देखना है? That is the z dash, x dash, y dash, like this. Okay, it means minus sign shows here that you have to put the dash, negative, or you can say if I'm talking about first quadrant, it means points are all positive points. In the second quadrant, x is negative, y and z are positive. Similarly, you can learn this pattern of 8 uh, type of the coordinates, which are depending on the octants, in which octant the coordinate is lying. Here is a point P is given to you. Find the coordinate of F in the figure 12.3. What are the coordinate of F? Where F this lie? Just check it. 12.3. In 12.3, where is F? F is a point. This is the F point. It is lying in the Z, X, O, Z plane. Or you can say X point will be there, Z point will be there, but in this plane, Y will not be there. It means Y will be equal to 0. F is lying in XOZ plane. It means XZ plane, Y will be equal to 0. So let's see what is the solution. Yes, if P point having coordinate 2, 4, 5, as it is parallel, F is the point parallel lying in the plane XOZ. It means point is as that is 2, 0, 5. For the point F, the distance measured along OY is 0. Therefore, the coordinates of F will be equal to 2, 0, 5. Find the octant in which the point lying. First is negative. Just check it. In which octant? The first is negative and others are positive. Second octant will be there. Check the answer. Second octant. And when first and third are negative, that will lie in a sixth octant. It means you have to just learn the table, learn the pattern of the table, and you can find in which octant the given point is lying. Now let's discuss 12.1. A point is on the x-axis. What are its y coordinate and z coordinate? I have told you, if any point which is lying on x-axis in space, it means x is lying and y and z both will be 0. Or you can say, you can write it like this. Just write it. The point will be equal to x is lying there, but y and z will be 0. What are its y and coordinate, z coordinate? Okay. A point is in xz plane. It means x and z are lying there, but y will be equal to 0. Okay, y coordinate will be equal to 0. This will be the answer. Name the octant. You can do your own from the table. From table, you can do it. Fill in the blanks. The x-axis and y-axis taken together determine a plane known as xy plane. If two axes together make a plane, that plane is known as the xy plane. The coordinates of the point in the xy plane are of the form: x is there, y is there, but z will be equal to 0. Coordinate planes divide the space into how many octants? Octant means what? Octant means 8. Okay, this is the oral exercise, verbal exercise. You can do it. Now further, we will discuss about the distance formula and section formula. As you have already done, let's discuss. You have already done the distance formula. If 2 points are given to you, suppose 2 points are given to you, suppose in the class 10th you have studied x1, y1 and x2, y2, 2 points. Suppose this is point A and this is point B, and you want to calculate the distance AB. It means that is equal to under the root x2 minus x1 square whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. If the points having three coordinates, suppose the coordinates are x1, y1, z1. If we are talking about the three-dimensional geometry, 3D, it means what? 3 points will be there, three coordinates will be there in a point. So x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus third one is also included, that is the z2 minus z1 whole square. Then you will get the distance between the 2 points A and B. It's okay. Now if you want to find out the distance numerically, let's see what you will do in example. Example number 3. What to do? Find the distance between the points. P is a point having coordinates 1, minus 3, 4, and Q having coordinates minus 4, 1, 2. What you have to do? Distance between P and Q, it means PQ minus 4 minus 1 whole square plus 1 minus of minus 3 means plus 3. 1 plus 3 whole square plus 2 minus 4 whole square. X coordinates are subtracted, Y coordinates are subtracted, and Z coordinates are subtracted, and take the square of all each and add them. What you will get? 25 plus 16 plus 4 equal to root 45, and root 45 can be written as 9 into 5, or you can say 3 root 5 unit. If points are collinear, in the case, in this case is also you have studied, when 3 points are given to you, if points are collinear, it means what? PQ, if PQR are the points. PQ plus QR should be equal to PR distance. It means calculate distance PQ, calculate distance QR, add them, you will get the distance that will be equal to PR. If points are ABC, then you have to calculate AB distance plus BC distance equal to AC distance. Okay. Now you can see here in the example number 4, PQR are the points given to you. PQ distance, it means 1 minus of minus 2, that comes out this 1 plus 2 square, 2 minus 3 square, 3 minus 5 square, it is root 14. This is 2 root 14, 3 root 14, add them. This comes out 3 root 14, and this is both are equal. So what points are collinear? Okay. Are the points this A, B, C the vertices of right angle triangle? As you know, if you want to prove whether it is a two-dimensional geometry or three-dimensional geometry, we have to use the Pythagoras theorem. Here A, B, C. Suppose these points are given to you. It means you have to calculate what? Hypotenuse square will be equal to perpendicular square plus base square. You have to apply this Pythagoras theorem. You have to calculate it distance AB and square it, BC and square it, CA and square it, and you have to add the square of two sides. You will get the square of the third side. If it is so, then the point shows the right angle triangle, otherwise not. It means by using the Pythagoras theorem, you can show it. Here CA square plus AB square is not equal to BC square, so this is not a right angle triangle. If these are equal, then the triangle is a right angle triangle. Find the equation of the set of points P such that PA square plus PB square is equal to 2K square, where A and B are the points given to you. It means what? You have to suppose that P is a point having coordinates X, Y, and Z. Calculate according to the need of the question, that is PA square. Calculate PA square, distance of PA. Distance of PA, calculate it and square it. What you will get? under the root is cancelled by 2, and you are getting x minus 3 square plus y minus 4 square plus z minus 5 square. In the case of pb square, here students confuse that where this root sign goes, right? You have to remember it. It is pa square. It means when you calculate pa, it will be like this, and square it, square root and square both are cancelled, and you will get the statement like this. Similarly, in the case of pb square, distance you have to calculate under the root sign and square it, you will get x plus 1 square plus y minus 3 whole square plus z plus 7 square. You have to add them according to the question. Add them and put them equal to 2k square. What type of equation you will get? That will be the answer. Simplify it. Here you will apply a minus b whole square, a minus b whole square, and here a plus b whole square, and simplify it. You will get this statement. I think you can do. Now exercise 12.2, you have to do this exercise. Exercise 12.1 and 12.2, we have completed exercises. Here in the exercise 12.2, question 5th is the very important question. Question 5th. It's a very important question. Find the equation of the set of other questions you have to try your own. I have to just discuss question number 5th. Find the equation of the set of point, the sum of whose distances from A point and B point is equal to 10. Sum of whose distances. It means P is any point whose distance from A, distance of point P from A and from B, sum of this will be equal to 10. It is given to according to question. Sum of whose distances from A and B is equal to 10. Okay. Let's do the question. What is AP? Okay. What is AP distance? First of all, you have to suppose that let P is a point having coordinates x, y, and z. AP, here A is given to you. A is 4, 0, 0, and B is also given to you minus 4, 0, 0. Now what is the question become? That is AP. AP means under the root distance from A to P. It means x minus 4 square plus y minus 0 means y square plus z square plus under the root BP. BP means x minus of minus 4. It comes out plus 4. X plus 4 square plus y square plus z square. That is equal to 10. Now you have to simplify it. Here students become confused. They just square the statement from starting. You have to just shift one root statement to the right hand side, then take the square. If you take the square in starting, you will not get the answer. What you will get, you have to shift one root statement to the right hand side and then simplify it. Here is the one statement. I have to simplify it and write it. X square plus 16 minus 8x plus y square plus z square is equal to 10 minus under the root, shift the second root statement to the right hand side. X square plus 16 plus 8x plus y square plus z square. Now squaring both sides. Squaring both sides. If you are squaring both sides, you are getting what? This square root is cancelled by, this square root is cancelled by square. You will get x square plus 16 minus 8x plus y square plus z square. In the right hand side, when you take the square of the statement, this is a minus b. This is a is 10 and b is root of a is x square plus 16 plus 8x plus y square plus z square. It means 10 square, that is 100, a square plus b square. B square means x square plus 16 plus 8x plus y square plus z square minus 2ab. 2 into a is 10, it means 20. B means under the root x square plus 16 plus 8x plus y square plus z square. Now cancel the terms which are to be cancelled. X square, y square, z square are cancelled by like this, and here 16 is cancelled. What is the left statement? Statement is left minus 8 minus 8x. Take this 8x to the left hand side, minus 8x, and take this 100 to the left hand side, minus 100, and it is equal to minus of 20 under the root x square plus 16 plus 8x plus y square plus z square. Now simplify, minus, taking sign minus common, and this is by first of all simplified. Minus 16x minus 100, and this is as it is, and taking minus sign common, 4 common, 4x plus 25, and here is minus 20 under the root x square plus 16 plus 8x plus y square plus z square. Now minus sign is cancelled by this. 4 5s are. What you will get next further? Here is the statement. What you will get? You will get statement is, this comes out that is 4x plus 25 is equal to 5 under the root the statement x square plus 16 plus 8x plus y square plus z square. Now here further you have to take the squaring both sides. Again squaring both sides. Again squaring, what you will get? You will get the statement 4x plus, here I have to write 4x plus 25 whole square is equal to 5 square of 5 is 25, and root is cancelled by square, that is x square plus 16 plus 8x plus y square plus z square. Now this is the part which you have to solve your own now. Next two steps are here to simplify it. In simplification, what you have to do? Here in left hand side, you have to apply a plus b whole square and multiplying by 25 to the right hand statement. Cancel the term and you will get the answer. Do complete it yourself. This is a very good question, lengthy question, but you can do it. Try this question here on. Hope you will do it. And complete exercise 12.1 and 12.2. Read the theory of the chapter carefully so you can understand the concept of three-dimensional geometry. Thank you. Have a nice day.